Hey, all, welcome back to the Smart Retiree. Good to have you back on the channel. And today's topic is one we covered several times a little bit earlier on, maybe a couple of months ago, and it concerns being retired and with no one to call. Not so much loneliness, but no one to call. Stick with me. So you picture a quiet afternoon, nothing urgent to do, and a phone that hasn't buzzed in days. Not because anyone did anything wrong, just because life quietly rearranged itself 1 year at a time until the calls stopped coming as often. By the end of this video, that silence might feel just a little less heavy. I hope so anyway. This isn't a story about being forgotten. It's about something that happens to a huge number of people quietly without anyone really choosing it. Work used to fill a calendar. We all know that, with built-in contact, co-workers, meetings, small daily chats that never felt like a real effort at the time. But once that structure disappears, so does a lot of that contact almost overnight. Nobody warns retirees about this part. Most advice focuses on money, on schedules, on finding a hobby. Almost nobody mentions the quiet math of retirement, that simple fact that leaving work also means leaving behind hundreds of small daily conversations that used to happen without any planning at all. So how does the silence actually arrive? It rarely happens all at once. One friend moves away, another gets busy with grandchildren. A regular lunch slowly turns into an occasional text. None of these moments feel dramatic on their own, but stacked together over a few years, they quietly add up to a much quieter life. Nobody ever notices the exact week it happened either. It's more like watching a tide slowly going out, too gradual to catch in the moment, obvious only once you're looking back. A calendar that once had 5 built-in social touch points a week can shrink down to almost none without a single dramatic event causing it. It simply happens through the ordinary passage of time, the same quiet way most real change begins to happen. So why this feels so confusing at first? Nobody plans for this kind of silence. Retirement gets pictured as freedom, not emptiness. So when the phone stays quiet, it can feel like something must be wrong. That confusion often turns into self-blame without much reason behind it. In reality, this pattern is common, not personal. The confusion often shows up as a nagging question, wondering what changed or what was done wrong, when usually the honest answer is simply that nothing was done wrong at all. So the part that really gets said out loud, admitting loneliness can feel embarrassing, even shameful. Many people quietly assume they're the only one feeling this way. Saying it out loud can feel like admitting failure somehow. In truth, an enormous number of retirees feel exactly the same thing. You're not alone. Silence about the feeling only makes the feeling heavier, and this quiet kind of suffering tends to multiply itself. One who feels that way makes it even heavier. Then why old partnerships or even friendships fade away so easily? A lot of friendships were built on shared structure, not just shared feeling. Work provided the structure automatically without anyone ever noticing it. Once the structure disappears, some friendships fade along with it. That doesn't mean those friendships weren't real. It simply means they depended on something that no longer exists. A friendship built on hallway conversations and shared deadlines was still a friendship. It simply needed that shared environment the way a plant needs a particular kind of soil. It's worth remembering that plenty of these old friendships can still be revived even years later. A single honest phone call admitting it's been too long often lands far better than expected, since the other person was likely feeling the exact same way at the time. So the difference between lonely and forgotten, and there certainly is a difference. Feeling lonely doesn't mean being forgotten. Most people going through this are still loved and still cared about. Life simply got busier, further away, or harder to coordinate. Understanding this distinction removes a layer of unfair pain. The silence, it's circumstantial, not a verdict on your worth. A grown child who calls less often is usually buried in work, and young kids not thinking any less of a parent. Distance in contact rarely reflects distance in care. So what actually helps break that silence? Being the one who reaches out first, even when it feels uncomfortable. Joining something with a built-in schedule, like a class or a group. And I know these are well-worn solutions, but please take note of them and really understand what they can do for you if you're in this situation. You can accept new connections, often start small and grow slowly, reconnecting with one person at a time instead of trying to fix everything at once. Consistency matters more than intensity ever could. Reaching out first often feels far more vulnerable than it actually is. Most people, once they hear from an old friend again, respond with real relief rather than any awkwardness at all. Volunteering in particular tends to work well here, since it offers both a reason to show up regularly and a built-in group of familiar faces without ever needing to explain why connection matters so much right now. And why this chapter can still change. A quiet season doesn't have to be a permanent one. Many people rebuild a full, connected life well into retirement. It usually starts with one small, slightly uncomfortable step, and that step really feels significant in the moment. Looking back, it often turns out to be the moment everything started shifting. The people who rebuild connection well aren't usually the most naturally social ones. They're simply the ones willing to take one small, slightly awkward step before they feel fully ready for it. So just in closing, if your phone has stayed quiet lately, that silence doesn't mean you're forgotten. It simply means it's rearranged itself the way it quietly does for so many people at this stage. The chapter can still change. It usually starts with one small step taken by you towards someone else. That step might feel awkward or overdue, or just simply strange after so much quiet. It's still worth taking. Connection at this stage of life rarely arrives on its own. It gets built one small, ordinary reach out at a time in the same patient way most good things get built. None of this needs to happen quickly either. A quieter season, even one that's lasted for years, can still shift with enough small patient effort, and the silence isn't a permanent sentence. It's simply the current chapter, and chapters by nature, and they all eventually turn. So has your own circle gotten quieter recently? Let me know in the comments. I read them all, and I'd love to hear from you. It's certainly an interesting topic, retired, but with no one to call. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, stay safe. This is the Smart Retiree saying bye for now.